Hi guys, so welcome to part 2 of the beginner series, and today from the title of this video you must have realized we're going to be talking about everything to do with eyes, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this on my eyes with just 4 simple products and 4 steps. That's it, that's all it took. And yeah, let's dive right in. Right, so to get our basics for how to do our eyes for beginners, the first thing I would suggest is to have your eyelids be clean with nothing on them. If you haven't already, you can go watch my previous video, which was on how to nail your base, and in that you'll be able to see that I didn't apply anything to my eyelids. What that does is it helps control the oil on your eye, and just so that it doesn't move around and everything you put on it will just stay in place. So the first thing I'm going to do is, even though we didn't put anything on, we still have natural oils on our eyelid. So I'm just going to take the same powder that I put all over my face on a fluffy eye brush, dip it in, pick up some of that powder. This powder is kind of like the same color as my skin tone. So I'm just going to pick that up on a fluffy brush and dust it all over my eyelid. I think you can see that it makes a difference. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but okay, let's do this one more time on this eye. Like, it just becomes kind of a blank canvas. Though we aren't going to be doing that much on the eyes today, because this is just for, just an easy thing to put on. So I'm just going to do that to the eyelids. Now the next step, what we want to do is, now if you can see, the eyelids have become quite, one dimensional. So the next step is to add in some, color, not even color, just a little bit of dimension and contour to your eyes. So what I'm going to do for that is, I have this bronzing powder, but you can just take any kind of brown shadow like this, or a brown bronzer if you have it. What I would suggest is, there's this really great product by Revlon which has a bronzing powder, a highlighter and a blush in the same thing. That is a great product to have for beginners. I will leave the link in the description box, so you can use that same blush all over your lid, or you can use the bronzing powder for what I'm going to do now. So again, I have another fluffy brush, and what I'm going to do is, on one side of the brush I'm going to pick up this powder ever so lightly, as you can see here. And now with this color on the upper side, so I'm going to take this towards the roof of my eyelids, and I'm just going to slowly start applying that in the crease of my eye. As you can see, what that does is it applies the shadow towards the upper part of our eye. So instead of making our eyes smaller, it makes it look a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to continue doing that slowly. And this is a really simple step, but it just adds that little bit of dimension, contour and color to your eyes. And then just taking whatever is left on the brush and blending this out. And that's it, we're done. That's all we're going to do for the eyes, and it just makes a lot of difference, and I like doing this on a daily basis. I'm going to do the other eye and I'll be right back. Right, so that's both the eyes done. One more thing I'm going to do here is, on the edge of the same brush, now I'm dunking it straight in like this. I'm going to pick up some more of that product, and this I'm just going to run on my lower lash line. This is just to add a little bit of color to the lower lash line, so that not all of the color, it's basically to mimic what's going on top, even on the lower lash line, and just tie everything together. There we go. Okay, now the next step I want to do here is the eyebrows. So you can see that I haven't done anything to them, I haven't touched them, and on a day-to-day basis I don't really, go ahead and fill them in, or the areas that look a bit sparse. Also, I haven't gotten my eyebrows thread in a really long time. So what I'm just going to do here is I'm going to take this spoolie. This is an eyebrow brush. It has this flat side which can be used to draw little hairs or fill up sparse areas, and this spoolie which is a really great thing to have for eyebrows, because you can just push it up and put the eyebrows basically in the shape that you want. Even just putting a spoolie through your eyebrows just makes the hair you know towards the upper part of your face, and it just looks nicer. But today what I'm going to do is, this is what I like to do on a daily basis, so I'm going to use the Benefit Gimme Brow, which is basically the same spoolie with eyebrow gel on it. So I'm going to mimic the same action I did with the spoolie and push the hairs upward, but because of the pigment on the brush, it's going to make my eyebrows look a little bit fuller, and it's also going to set my eyebrows, because right now it is quite um it's a liquid, so obviously it's a gel. Once this dries up, my eyebrows will hold their shape and give that fluffy look to them. And also I go in a little bit heavy towards the middle, and then just feather it out on the ends, and always start from the middle. Leave this part, because nobody wants like really filled in and thick eyebrows in the front part of it, because it just looks unnatural then. Right, so moving on to the next step, and I think this is my favorite step, because I had such an issue with this before, but then once I started practicing it, I became so good at it and I love doing it. I mean, I say I'm good at it, but watch me mess up today on camera for sure. So what we're gonna do next is liquid liner. Now I know they say that it's much easier for beginners to use the felt tip liners, but I'm still not comfortable with felt tip. I find using a liquid liner which has a brush to it, like this one, much easier. So the liquid liner I'm going to be using is the black liquid liner by by Katrina, and I like this because it has a really thin tip and it applies really nicely. So my camera just switched off. Anyway, what I was saying was, I'm just going to start again, and yeah, so make sure that all the product is evenly distributed on the liner, so that you don't get a large clump when it touches your eye. And I'm going to follow this natural line of my lower lash line going upwards, and I'm going to attempt a baby wing, but that never happens. So yeah, that's definitely not going to be a baby wing. I've taken it way higher than expected. But as you can see, what happened here is, because on the tip there was very little product, I've been able to get that sharp line. Now the next step over here, what I'm going to do is, from the center of my eye, I'm going to draw a line joining till maybe half of the wing. There. So that's how I've connected it. Now what's left is basically to fill in this area and bring the wing till maybe 3/4 of the eye. And if you mess up like I did over here, this little bit, do not go in and try to rub it or use your nails to remove it. It's just going to mess up your whole liner. Let it dry and I will show you how to fix that as well. Right, so that's how the liner looks. Now I was talking about that little bit that I messed up. So remember that spoolie we use for our eyebrows? So this is a really way of getting rid of mistakes in eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the edge of the spoolie and rub it on that little part. And it's just going to like pick up and wipe away that product from there. Voila. And I also think like this has become too long, so again I'm just going to take the spoolie and just rub off the corner because it's still quite sharp if I do this. And I'm being really gentle, guys. I'm not like scratching the spoolie towards my eye in any way. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be. Right, so I think this eye turned out better and I got a little bit excited and I extended it also towards the inner part of my eye because I've seen a lot of people doing this elongated cat eye thing. And yeah, so now we are on the final step of doing the eyes for the beginners, and that is doing your mascara. So for me, it is still quite a task to do my mascara without getting it all over my eye because I like coating my eyelashes really nicely and it always gets on there, but I don't let that bother me because what we did with the eyeliner to fix it, we can do the same thing with the mascara. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the mascara on towards the end, like the inside part of my lashes. Oh god, how do I say it? The part that's closer to the eye. Put it over there and then pull it upwards. This is going to help, lengthen your eyelashes. So I'm just going to wiggle it and pull it through. And this is a great mascara. You can see like I've done it once and look at the difference. That's not even one coat, it's just pulling it through once. It does a really great job of coating your lashes and not making them clumpy, and putting on mascara just makes you feel better. Sometimes I'll not put on any liner or shadow, but I'd like mascara on when I'm not wearing my glasses and I'm going out or I'm going to see someone or I'm on a video call, something like that, because who's going out anymore? That's another reason I haven't like made a video recently because I haven't felt like it. Everything's been so shit. Just utter shit. Right, so that's one coat of the mascara and you can see the difference it makes. So okay. Let's also do the bottom lashes and then I'll move on to the other eye off camera. So for the bottom lashes, I like to hold the mascara this way because if I hold it this way, I feel like it smudges everywhere and I might even get a big dot over here. So I hold it this way and I try to look up and just coat my bottom lashes ever so lightly, just giving it a little bit of color. So as I was saying, a necessary evil of getting nice fluttery long separated lashes, excuse me, is that you get it on your eyelids. So now it's dried up. So again, I'm going to take that same spoolie, and there, it just vanishes. No harm, no foul. So don't let makeup intimidate you guys. Things go wrong, obviously, but there are so many easy fixes to it, and voila, we're done. Right, and that's the finished tutorial on how to perfect your eyes for beginners. And as you can see, I use like very few products, and we had like a total of 4 steps, but the eyes look like something you would see on Instagram for sure. I know this, I am feeling this liner for sure. And let me know if you want me to simplify things even more, like if you want me to go just into detail of doing just the liner or just eyeshadow. I will do that. I did this for a friend. I really want to put things out that people really want to see. So drop me a comment down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with everyone you know, and also subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't already, watch my previous video, which was on perfecting your base for beginners. I went into the little nitty gritty of things, and I kept it really simple. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.